Welcome to a scene for Empire of Thorns. Today's scene finds us in the summer court, where there's spring court. We're in the spring court, where people have been milling about, doing things. One Charlemagne has had audience with the king. He had to cancel on him yesterday, so he has to see him today.
Which I feel really bad about.
No, he canceled on you, honey. It's the other way around.
Okay, cool.
He had drama. But so, yes. So the Summer Court King, your character has
Spring
been
Court
told.
Queen King, you mean?
Spring Court King, sorry. The Spring Court, god damn it, Enrique.
Sorry.
The Spring Court King, he is basically laying in the throne room in his lupus form. And he'll, as your character enters, he'll kind of raise his head and look at you.
Oh, yes. As I will say this, he is in one of his nicer suits. It's obviously not custom made for him, but it's not like a $50 suit. It's probably about a good $300-400 suit. Something nice. What is the prince's name? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go with the proper runs here. My lord, thank you for having my audience. I just had a couple quick questions.
The room that you're in, by the way, isn't the throne room. It's more kind of the general population area that's right outside of the hedge.
Okay.
But he's given a good amount of space when he's himself laying in a place or kind of doing something, and he'll lift his head and shake it as though he didn't quite catch what you said.
I just had a couple quick questions for you, my lord, and then it looks like you're obviously busy. As he gives this nice
He looks around
smile.
as though he just woke up from a nap and he doesn't understand how he's obviously busy.
Oh, I thought he was working on something.
No, he's just laying there. Like,
Oh.
your appointment was for right now, but that's all he's doing, really.
Sorry. I misheard. I apologize. So it's okay. So I come up to him and hand him a thing that has the menu plus a little bit of the planning for the party tonight. Effectively, it's in one of the outside of the city. It's in a really nice place in almost a forested area. Your daughter, Princess Bella, was interested in having a party for a Soren this evening, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was kosher, or not kosher. Everything was okay in that, well, at least her reigning guardian did give approval for this.
He'll kind of, with a paw, he'll kind of, it looks like he basically knocks the papers out of your hand and knocks them to the floor, but it's more a situation of it's just the only way he can do it. But he'll kind of he'll knock them onto the floor and he'll kind of push them with his paw, and he'll like look down at them, and he'll chuff, basically. He'll kind of make a noise, and one of the other Ceres will kind of come over. Actually, no, Liam comes over, and he'll pick it up, and he'll basically kind of like start looking through it and start explaining like what it is and like what's on it and what it says and how much it is, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll look back at you, and he'll nod his head as though he approves. And he'll say, "How much do you want?"
As you can see, all the prices are already available to you. Actually, because I am trying to make this actually a very small gathering and such, and I will actually do this one for on a discount as well, since we are new to the area and would like to get into your good favor. 1,000.
He'll kind of chuff at you again, and he'll throw his head back and howl. And a few minutes later,
I am not using Spring Court contracts on the Spring King.
Please don't. He'll howl, and the High Ceres will come out, and stand there passively. He's got his papers and his books in his hand, and he'll say, Liam will explain to him, the rundown, how much it was, all of that, and he'll basically fish through the court documents bag, as it were, and pull out
Uh-huh.
a checkbook, and he'll say, "Who do I make this out to?"
Trip trackings.
So
As this is a proper business and such, we should do it as proper. Um, but yes, it's Trip Trappings Incorporated. I don't think
he'll write it out.
I don't think
No, go
incorporated
on.
is the proper
Okay. He'll write out the check.
word, but
Very uh, flowing, spidery kind of handwriting. Tear it
uh,
and pass it over to your character.
at some point, I'm going to need you to email me back my. Oh, Charlemagne, not Quartermaid. I have too many similar names for character sheets.
Oh, lord.
I was looking at another character sheet and going, why is this not the words? Anyway, what was the statement?
No, he tore off the check and handed it to you.
I gracefully take it, put it into the pocket. Thank you. I do hope this is very appropriate uh, for Princess Bella. I, anyway, I did have a couple questions for you. Actually, one last question before I do go. If I may ask, why were you interested in holding this other party on the solstice?
Are you asking that to the king himself?
Yes.
The solstice is the night.
Obviously, in a very polite manner, not questioning him, but as in a curiosity extension.
The solstice is the night of my homecoming.
Okay.
Do
And
you do
do,
you understand what that means?
I understand it's when you came back. Am I incorrect?
He'll nod.
Okay. I understand that. Actually, I do have a quick question. Does it have to be that night, or could it be during the day?
He'll think about it. He'll kind of tilt his head. He'll kind of look over at Claudio and at Liam, and he's basically like, Liam kind of shrugs, like, I don't fucking know. And,
I'm actually going to burn a willpower on this, as I'm going to burn a willpower, so I get +3 dice on this. But
okay,
can I do a wits empathy roll?
sure.
Awesome. Give me a moment here. Give me my dice. I didn't delete it today. Ah,
Ooh, get it and blow
and
up.
I roll 2 more. Ooh. Ha! And those are not successes, because it's 8, 9, or 10. But that's still 3 successes.
Okay. Oh my God, Dante. Um, yeah, he'll. What did you want to know? Oh, his. Which one did you want to know?
Effectively, what is his emotional state right now after asking that question?
Um, the king seems like he has one of two emotions that are playing at any point in time. Either basically just kind of like relaxed, kind of just here I am, or rage.
And
You've
I
only
have not triggered rage yet.
yes, no, he's basically just copacetic right now, and that's usually the state he is in is copacetic,
Right,
and right now he is copacetic. Like like an animal. If an animal's not pissed off, they're just kind of chilling there. He's just
right.
chilling.
What
So
beast
yeah,
is he
he's just
emanating again?
what?
What beast is he?
He's a wolf.
Okay, thank you.
There are some that wonder if he is a wolf, and the human form is something that was pressed upon him.
That'd be a fascinating thing to discuss at some point. But not with him, and not right now.
So yes,
Anyways,
he'll kind of
um,
look at your character and he'll say, "I don't know," and Donati will basically kind of. It's one of those things where you just added something to his chore list that he has to do, but he'll say, "I'll go check the archives quickly," and he'll
I,
wander off.
the reason why I'm asking is that I understand that there is some issues between this and the Winter Court at this point, and if we can actually either make it so that they work so that this does not go farther, it would be very beneficial to both your court and to Changeling Society, the Changeling Society around here in general.
He blinks. It's not that he doesn't understand what you're saying. He gets what you're saying. He just doesn't know how to process a response. He's gonna have to turn to people if you want him to really understand you.
Yeah, she's gonna wander up and see that there's a meeting going on and sort of pause.
Oh, that's right, you are also a Spring Court. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Kelly.
she will wander to where they are looking for the king and see conversation happening and clear her throat softly, but not.
I will turn to Azur. And just, it's one of those very polite smiles of, do you know how to address this?
What is it that needs to be addressed? Let me see if I can help.
Hell, I do need to still need to speak to Malik about it, but I was seeing if we can maybe assist in making sure that no more assaults happen because of what's about for a party.
Oh, okay. She'll sit down on the ground next to the giant wolf. So what needs to be communicated? What's happening?
Now, I was just asking if it had to be at that night, or could it be during the day?
Well, it all depends on the type of party, don't you think?
That's true. I do need to still sit. I do need to speak with Malik still about this.
At that point, Malik comes from.
Malik, thank you. Sorry.
It's fine. I was just like, who the hell is Malik? Wrong game. Um, so Malik shows up and he'll sort of give an appropriate bow to the king.
He'll nod his head at him.
And as you just see this slightly weird look of I haven't done any tail spinning, but it's like as you just see him shake his head and go, "That works." Malik, nice to meet you. Actually, I needed to speak to you, and this would actually be the perfect time to do it. Um, because we were just speaking about the solstice.
Mhm.
And I understand you're the one to talk to of the Winter Court of this.
Yeah. What about it?
Does your king have a time preference?
Um, First of all, it's not a king; it's a queen,
My
and
apologies.
and Queen Cerise and I have yet to speak. I'm waiting on her timetable. So, but as my plan was, is that there's nothing, as far as I can tell, in the few winter courtiers that I spoke to. There's nothing actually stopping them from having a midnight masquerade ball because both people definitely need to have their party. It's symbolic for two very different reasons.
Of course.
And as long as the winter party starts before the stroke of midnight, it's still happening on the day, so
Yeah,
Uh,
It's actually, this is the more preferred method, being that nobody feels that they're getting slighted, and I would never say that the more that the spring and the winter court are at a very public disagreement, a court that was not mentioned um remains quite still in power.
You
of
you
course.
notice that the king's nose, by the way, kind of goes up in the air and he sniffs.
Hmm.
And he kind of it's like his brow kind of wrinkles and he sniffs the air. And you notice it like his fur kind of ruffles for a moment, but then he looks back down and looks back to you guys.
Is there something wrong, my lord?
He sneezes.
What's investigation?
Sure.
Somebody roll me 4 dice.
Oh my god, my bunny's out!
What?
My rabbit is out of
She's
his cage.
No.
Here, baby.
Rolling. One success.
hmm
He smelled something that got his attention, but it kind of like he smelled something that got his attention, and something essentially like spooked him. But he's okay now. It passed.
hmm Gotcha. Do we have another? I still look to the king. Do we have another visitor?
He'll like snort and shake his head.
No, sir. Okay. So the sooner this gets done, the better.
Of course, and I would be more than happy to work with you, Malik. Malik. How do you say your name again?
Malik.
Malik. Thank you. Malik, in getting this going, as I turn to the king, as long as you approve.
He looks at your character like it. Make me a wits empathy roll.
Yay.
He's
I am
bored with
over.
this conversation.
No, he's just confused and doesn't know what to do. So she's just gonna like reach over and scratch
Give me a
behind
One
his
second.
ear.
success.
Let him make the roll first. Hold on. Yeah, you have enough. He doesn't understand what you're saying. Like you get the feeling that in this form, like as a wolf, he doesn't. He like he's
Oh, is
not
he in like full
quite.
blown wolf form?
Yeah.
Yes, he has full blown wolf form, and he
Oh,
doesn't get what you're saying. Like he gets it, like he understands it. It's just like he understands your words, but it's like a fish looking at the newspaper. Like he doesn't quite get what you're saying. Like he's having trouble following the. If he were human, he would get it, but because
right.
he's in wolf form, he's having trouble understanding all of it. But Azure will basically pat him, and he'll look down at her.
As
Why
I
don't? Yeah. She'll lean in and whisper into his ear. Why don't you shift for a minute, my love?
He'll kind of, uh, he'll kind of like he doesn't want to, but then he'll shift into people, and he'll kind of look up at your character. Well, no, he's very tall. Well, no, you're very tall though. He looks out at your character in people form.
Repeat
hey,
your
someone
statement.
that I can look eye to eye to.
Essentially. Um. So basically, what?
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Headphones.
Go
Ow.
on. I'm sorry. Go on.
What Charlemagne was asking is if you minded having your celebration during the daytime on the solstice.
But I came back at night.
Right. Okay. My lord, if I may ask, do you remember about what time you came back?
He'll put his head down. There is literally no possible way he has this information. Like he don't know time. Like he knows time
That
now. At the time, he didn't know time.
right? No, that's fair. And I see the look, and it's like, okay, that
he'll kind
So,
of he'll go he'll kind of go to Azure, and he'll start like pawing at her and kind of like touching her, and he's trying to find her phone.
She'll pull a phone out of her pocketbook and hand it to him.
He'll knock it to the ground, and he'll start poking at it, and he starts tapping stuff in and poking at it and doing stuff to it, and then he'll kind of like scroll through some stuff, and then he'll touch a button, and he'll like kind of turn it to Charlemagne, and it's a picture of Dusk.
ah, actually, that works beautifully. Okay, as I look at Malik, it's like, may I? So, I understand that you did get. Okay, that makes sense. Now, here's what I'd like to do. If Malik would also like to assist in this, uh, is that we could still have the party during the day. Most of the celebration and that during the day, running with it, all the festivities, the food, the drinking, and having the big finale of it at sunset as the final bringing out of you coming back.
I'm okay with that.
And
Yeah,
so
the
with
way
that,
that the picture look is you can see like what it is you actually see what he found was a picture of when the sun sets and it makes that green flash.
Yep.
That's
right,
what the sunset looks like. Now, there's literally no fucking way you're gonna get that condition. But what he's saying is he came back exactly when the sun
the
set.
green, yeah, the green flash.
Yeah.
And give me enough time in a goblin market, I might be able to do that.
Yeah, for real. Right?
Actually, no, pyrotechnics.
Pyrotechnics and enough
You
money,
make
you
a
can
deal with
pull
the
that
sun.
off.
For real,
What?
right?
No, not
Oh,
even that. With
fireworks.
fucking
So yeah.
$500, and that's gonna happen.
hmm But whenever you're ready, Azure's phone will ring, but it's up to you guys.
I'm more entertained as the concept of Charlemagne looking at it. All of a sudden, it's ringing. It's like, yeah.
she'll take the phone and answer it. Hello?
Hello? Is this Azure?
Yes. How can I help you?
Hi. I wanted to give you the phone you gave me back.
Oh, well, we're in the gardens at the fort if you want to come by.
Sure.
You
Well,
hear
I'm
like a
nearby
dog
now
snuffling,
anyway.
by the way, into the phone. You turn back into Wolf, and you
Yep.
hear like Iris will hear like a snuffling into the phone. He is sniffing her phone.
Okay. Is everything okay there?
Oh, yeah, it's, just the king. And she's petting his muzzle as he's sniffing the phone.
Okay. I'm kind of outside the court now, but I'm not Spring, so
I'll send someone to let you in.
Miss Iris there, as you are kind of standing there nearby, one of the spring courtiers will notice your character standing there, and his brows will go up, and he'll say, "Oh, Miss Iris, you're considered a guest of the High Sirs. You can enter when you like." When he heard you say that, basically.
oh. Never mind. I think I'll be okay. I will see you in the gardens, you said?
Yeah, we're by the rose bushes.
Okay.
As my character just now notices the rose bushes.
Yep. I will be there. And hi. If I hang up.
She'll
And
put
she,
her phone
he
back
can
in
just
the
turn
bag.
back. So, not, uh, my character will, like, crouch down so that I am still level, with the king.
Oh, you don't need to crouch down. You're still level with him. Well, no, he's laying down, so You're not, but he's like Princess Mononoke style wolf. He's huge when he's in
Okay.
his lupine form.
Anyway, so it's just one last question of, would you like that?
He'll nod his head. He agrees with it. It's fine. That he agrees that this thing is fine.
And so my character will smile and just go, then I will do what my king requests. And I will make
Well,
sure this is good for you.
He'll think for a moment and like lower his head deep in his thoughts, and then he'll look up and he'll say, "If you do this, if you succeed and can work with Malik and have this happen, I will appoint you as the archive."
He nods and goes, as you wish. He will stand up, turn to Malik, and go, so we have some planning to do.
Yep,
And I do
looks
believe
that
we
way.
still need to speak to your queen.
I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. They're
Um,
not too they're not too friendly to spring folks, and besides, I have to meet with Queen Ceres very soon anyway.
and Iris will walk into the gardens, looking around her a bit.
She very suddenly has a wolf in her face, like it's bobbing up and down, and its tail is wagging, and it is sniffing her face, and it kind of circles her, and it's so happy. It is an extremely happy wolf. It's just wiggling all over.
Charlemagne's face brightens up a little bit and goes, uh, good afternoon, Iris.
Hello.
It wiggles.
Afternoon.
It'll wiggle and put you on its back, and then sit down, as though not that you belong to it now, but like as long as you're here.
Oh, see, she was going to hold her hand out for it to sniff. But yes, what did you say? He picked her up and put her on his back.
Yes, and
Okay.
he flopped down. He likes all those colors. That's an amazing amount of colors. He loves this thing now.
She's just going to look somewhat awkward.
As I just go, it looks like you made a friend of the king.
This is the king?
Mm-hmm.
He'll wiggle again.
Yeah, you are seated atop the king. She sort of chuckles.
Okay. Well, that's going to make seats difficult. Um, I wanted to give you your phone back. And she's going to rummage in her bag and pull out a phone. And also, if my computer will behave, a scarf. And she's going to hold them in Asha's vague direction, but
She'll
not sure if
stand
she
up
can get off the
from.
wall.
She's sitting on the ground next to where he plopped, and she'll stand up and accept everything and look at the scarf and smile. And this is lovely, thank you.
As the items are exchanging between these two women's hands, Donati will walk back out and he says, "I can't really see anything here that says that the party has to be held on exactly the time." And he looks up and freezes and licks his lips.
Hello? I thought I'd give Aja her phone back, and the king was here.
He'll kind of. It's one of those things where he doesn't know quite where to put his focus. The king, the girl, or the other girl. He just kind of He'll just
Malik is gonna look to Azure and just shake his head. I blame you for all of this. Like,
every inch of this is your fault.
Every inch of this is your fault.
All of it.
All of this.
He'll basically wiggle. The king will wiggle the other girl off of his back because he does not want to be the target of Donati's gaze.
Okay. So just kind of
He's
dismount.
effectively hiding underneath the girls.
Yeah. He's gonna go hide somewhere else now, maybe behind Charlemagne.
As I just look and go, is there a problem?
No, yeah, Donati actually, like, stutters. The man who would be smoothest speaking voice in the court just says, no, eye strain.
so, I believe we have our instructions, Your Grace. Looks to the wolf.
I
Right.
look at Donati.
He'll look at him. He'll kind of slip a pair of reading glasses out of his pocket and put them on. Eye strain.
That's what they call it these days.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
Oh no, when he says eye strain, she actually says that.
Oh.
With so many beautiful women around, he'll just shrug. I can't help myself. And he'll just shake his head, giving up essentially.
She looks at Iris and smiles and says, "Yeah, I can see where that would happen."
Oh god.
Oh, Christ on heaven.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of blink and look around like, what on earth have I walked into here?
Welcome to the spring court.
Um,
Anyway.
as you guys are kind of distracted in that and talking and stuff like that. So, Charlemagne, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you remember earlier when I said that the king has one of two speeds, and
Yeah.
it's either copacetic or angry?
Yeah.
Well, he just went to angry.
And he's right behind me.
And he's right behind you. But he stops being right behind you as he literally essentially launches over your head and comes tearing through the garden, literally in a rage. Like, he's very angry, and he basically kind of runs towards the front of the court.
As I look at the group
Follow
and
my
go,
king.
All right.
Yeah, we should probably go and follow him.
I pursue.
Start moving.
He'll basically it's one of those things where you notice he runs one direction and then he runs another as though he's confused by something, and it's like his direction keeps changing. You realize that what is going on is that the alarm hobs that basically let him know when something's wrong, it's moving. It's like blitzing all over the place.
Lovely.
And so he's having trouble kind of kind of like figuring out where to go, where to go to the source of what he sees as a threat.
Iris is just going to back over towards one of the benches and kind of sit on the bench and pull her feet up so she's out the way.
It got the attention of two of the Clavigers, though, and they basically jump up and are also attempting to find the source of what is upsetting them. Let me ask, Enrique, you ready? I need you! I need you so bad! Oh, by the way, out of game really quickly until he gets back. Do you guys want to know what made me squeeze so badly I shattered some of your eardrums?
Yeah.
What?
We are getting John.
We are.
Oh,
Yes, Turkish John is joining the game.
Yay! Another butt to touch.
Another butt to touch. John's butt is so untouchable, I've tried.
I
Oh
have
my
them.
god. I actually might have to go and clean out my Gmail.
Oh,
There you go. Okay, so yes, Enrique. Your character basically meeps himself into the room, into the courts. You manage to get past one of the guards, who kind of wasn't paying attention because he had just spoken to Iris, and it wasn't. It just certain things happened to fall into place where your character was able to wander the fuck in. You
He was
got past the
explaining what the
doors.
Rose Garden was.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
You,
imagining I see a large group of people as well as an angry ass wolf.
the angry ass wolf is charging you, and
He will immediately put his hands up, put his heads down, and as quickly as possible. I did not mean any offense.
he basically slides and skids to a halt in front of you with his head like bowed, hackles rise, the hair standing, his nose almost tip to tip with yours. He is big, by the way.
Um,
And he keeps growling as this energy that flows off of him begins to curl around your character.
Excuse me, who are you?
wait, one moment, sorry.
Nah.
Um, alright, sorry about that. He'll look over to the other people and he will kind of, again, face is completely neutral.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say, William Bishop, I found myself here, but I do not belong here, and for
Where
this
do you
I
belong,
offer.
William Bishop?
I sought the summer court.
Are you new here?
Yes.
How new? Are you new to New York or new, fresh from the hedge?
Entirely to the first, mostly to the second.
So you have no idea about the current problems with the summer court?
Is my court in problems here? That is most unfortunate.
With that, Malik will turn to the king. He has no idea about the problems that are happening, as he'll kind of look to Zora to ask the wolf to shift back.
It's all on you, Azzy. Calm this man down.
She'll come up next to the king and sort of pat his giant shoulder. It's okay.
He'll relax and he'll fall back. Um, but Malik, at least you know he takes your boothing safety seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But
In,
he'll basically he'll relax and he'll kind of fall back after probably a very long pause. And crazy ass rabbit. He'll just fall. He'll step back and lay back down, watching the character very closely.
Nice to meet you. My name is Malik Crownguard.
it is a pleasure to meet you as well, and I thank you for your kind words on my behalf. They will not be forgotten.
Not at all, not at all. I know how it is to be brand new to a place and be a little turned around.
I see I have accidentally caused tensions. This was not my intent.
Well, of course not. If this was your intent, you'd already be dead.
Of
The wolf
course.
chuffs, as in duh.
And she just scratches behind the wolf's ear.
May I?
And Iris is going to take out a sketch pad and do some sketching, but otherwise continue her staying out of the way.
This is the court of the spring, I believe.
Yes, and you've luckily wandered into an audience with its king.
Do I have any indication of which one of these people is the king?
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, you'll look to
There
each
is
one
no
of them.
crown in the aura.
They're just all kind of standing there.
You can give me a wits composure roll.
It's composure. Johnny, remember that my sheet turned out blank? Can you tell me what I had in that?
You are making me work. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say you pass. This is what happens when I don't want to open anything. The wolf that is dripping with mantle 5 and the crown, which is not a literal crown. It's just more kind of it's more kind of a light and a sense that you're now starting to get aware of because he's not quite so angry. That's probably the king.
Alright, he will give a bow to the wolf. Noble king of the spring. Though I am unfamiliar with your court's ways, I have nothing but the greatest respect for your efforts in our struggles against those who have harmed us.
Charlemagne will step up. Is keeping an eye on the king,
Mm-hmm.
King Big Wolfie, and he's like, Charlotte will extend a hand to. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was?
My name is not William Bishop, but it is what I am calling myself until I can figure out what I was named.
I understand that. I go by Charlemagne. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you as well. I am sorry, I am somewhat disoriented here.
You're fine. If there's anything you need, my friend, I would be more than happy to help you. If you need a little bit of uh, understanding of the world around you, it seems to be what I've been doing lately.
Yes, I do require assistance with understanding many things.
Well, then, I believe the first thing you probably need is to find the King of Summer. As he turns to his Azure, that's your department, isn't it?
I can escort you to the summer court.
This would be most appreciated. I, of course, offer my services to any who require them, as so long as it does not oppose the will of my sovereign.
Does your character look tired or hungry or anything like that, or injured?
Um, not injured. Definitely kind of tired, but he's sort of got this weird ethereal sort of look.
The king will hop up again and walk over to your character, and this time he's much more relaxed, and he'll like sniff you over, and then he'll like, you know how like when a wolf is acquiescing that they're okay with someone, they kind of like lick their muzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting facey licks. He licks your character. As he does it, this golden light that plays at his mouth and his eyes and his skin basically kind of washes over your character, and you feel just refreshed. You feel a full stomach. You feel as though you slept on the finest bed. You feel just this peace and warmth and kind of just serenity kind of wash over your character as much as he can, being a darkling. And he'll kind of nudge your character as though you're okay in his books, and he'll turn and he'll trot off. With basically he has other stuff to do now, and bye-bye.
Your hospitality does me great honors.
He'll
Say
stop
as
again.
he kind of stays in the sit position until the king is gone. At which point he'll look around again to everyone else.
Do I have any NPCs in this scene, guys? I'm trying to remember.
Claudio arrived.
What?
Claudio came. He arrived and did the eye strain thing.
You're right. I could throw him up.
Oh, a new person. Yes.
Well, he was here, but he's kind of a little bit further off because he didn't move when everybody else ran. But he's walking up.
Isn't he still a little hobbled?
What? Can't hear you. I mean, if he is, he's hiding it very well.
Just to check, I notice he's a game player. Does he look like a game piece?
No.
Okay. I know my guy, I forgot to describe this. He does have, almost like, you know how figs have, like, the little thing on the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
His shadow seems to coalesce at his feet to make him look slightly like a game piece.
Yeah, what he is it's that everything about him is essentially perfect.
Is what?
Like everything is like in perfect place. Everything about him is calculated and measured and basically on point, essentially.
Okay. So, as he approaches me, I will give him a bow. I did not get your name, Honored Courtier.
I am the High Sirs, Claudio Donati.
I am honored to meet you. I apologize for disturbing the court.
You entertained them, don't worry. I'll just kind of look away, like, let's be honest.
Ah, how wonderful that I continue to serve the purpose to which I was placed. I am glad to be entertaining again.
Malik,
So,
is everything squared away?
what are you referring to?
If you want to roll, you can roll.
Okay.
He just doesn't want to say it in front of the summer court member.
Okay. What is it? What's composure?
Yep.
Um, yeah, 4 dice.
Somebody roll.
I think he's lazy and doesn't want to turn on his laptop yet.
Lazy bastard. He's talking about the thing with Draven, if you've delivered him to the market.
Oh, yes, taken care of.
He'll nod at him. He'll kind of chew his lip and then shake his head. He was about to say what he needed, and then he realized there's a summer court member standing right there, and he's not bringing it up. Not right now. Azur, why don't you show our new friend the halls, the painting in the halls?
Of course. And
Have paintings here?
she'll nod, and this beautiful woman will offer an arm to Mr. Bishop.
He will take it gladly, though, there's definitely a strange, like a little bit of discomfort that shows through as though he's confused by something.
Come, let me show you around.
Thank you. Your hospitality is also quite gracious. And I would like to inquire why it is that my court has acquired a negative tooth here, if such conversation would not detract from what you wish to tell me.
If you two, by the way, want to leave the scene and then do that on your own scene, that's fine. The scene's probably going to end sooner than later. I kind of need it to.
Yeah, out of character, I really don't know. I'm not up on the haps, so she'll just chuckle and lead him to the painting.
I can write you the haps because you're probably aware of them in game.
Yeah.
So I will send you the haps.
I have
Iris,
to go to work in half an hour, so I think that would be a pretty good place for me to head out of the scene, and I'll meet the Summer King eventually.
Iris is going to kind of watch them go, and when they're out of earshot, she's going to say, "Do you want me to go and look at the roses on the other side of the garden or something?"
Are you saying that to Claudio?
Yeah,
No.
because he's deliberately gotten rid of the summer person, and she doesn't know whether it's because it's a spring crop thing or not, and she's autumn, so.
Yeah, no, he'll look at her and he'll say, no, why?
Because I'm autumn, and I don't know if this is a spring thing or not.
Oh, no. Well, he'll kind of like tilt his head like half and half, but you say you're in on the plan, so.
Oh, that one. Okay.
But he'll pull Malik and Charlemagne closer. He'll kind of get them over conspiratally because the game player can't help it. And he'll say, Draven has been delivered to the Goblin Market. He is safely being sheltered there. We have to get him from the Goblin Market to here without
I can
gaining the attention of the Summer Court.
I can
Okay.
do that.
I think.
We can do that. Well, at least I can, at least.
Do we
Oh,
know if the summer court is actively watching the market?
No.
Well, most of the summer court are members of the police force.
I got a few mirror skin friends of mine to make sure that he is in all of the markets right now.
Lovely. Okay. Um. Right. So.
I don't know if this would be a good suggestion or not, but if you got, say, one of the Clavengers and some other important people to go out to arrest one of these people.
It's true. But if we openly offered him sanctuary and then sent him to be arrested, wouldn't that...
Or escort him, or collect him, or
That
whatever you
is
want to
true.
call it.
We could escort all of the Dravens back here. Hadn't thought about that. Stop, you're making him fall in love. But he'll say, okay, so why don't you three escort the real one back? And I send out escorts to escort the others back.
Okay.
But won't they be most likely to be suspicious of that Malik would go to the real one?
Yes, but I think I'd have to pull hell and high water to keep Malik from going to his lover. Looking at Malik.
Exactly. So,
Even
just
even if
stating the
you
obvious.
even if you were aware that you being elsewhere would kind of be a better decoy for him.
You're not going to keep me away from someone that I love.
See,
I'm sorry. But
it's just the way it is.
Okay, I was just saying that might be an idea.
He's very well of how Malik operates.
Iris,
Anyway,
on the other hand, has met him once, and most of
yes.
that he spent hiding behind Draven. So, to be fair though, she spent it having locked the door with everyone
Hey,
outside.
he wasn't hiding. He wasn't hiding. He was protecting his blind spot.
Yes, yes.
You go, boo boo. So yeah, he'll say, so why don't you three escort Draven back? And I mean, he'll turn to Iris. You don't have to. This is your baby. So I mean, I thought
She'll
you
just
might
kind of shrug.
want a hand in it.
She'll shrug. I don't mind. I'd be glad to help.
It would probably be obviously later tonight. Under the cover of night would be, well, no, you can't do that, can you? He'll look at Charlemagne.
Not specifically, because I should probably be at the
Party you planned,
party.
right?
Yeah. However, we could utilize the party as a distraction.
That is true.
So it is a small party, which makes that a little bit more difficult.
By the way, does anyone try and take a peek at the sketch pad that Iris is holding?
I mean, yeah, Claudio will.
Okay. Because she was sketching something like this.
once it fades in and decides to be nice.
Oh my god, is that an armored wolfie?
Oh my god.
Because she was talking with Charlemagne about nice fancy clothes for the parties, and then
Oh
she
my
looks at him
god!
and he's a wolf, and she's like, well, that's gonna make suits difficult.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is a. I will be honest, that dog looks very comfortable for probably wearing about 20 pounds of metal.
The king will kind of dip his nose over her shoulder
I
and
thought
then wiggle so happily.
I thought the king had wandered off.
Yeah, he came back.
Oh, okay.
He has to tell something to Malik he forgot about, genuinely. But that's what happens. The king kind of dips his head over her shoulder and then wiggles happily. Like it's that full body like wolf wiggle. You are now being lick attacked.
Right. So she's gonna look more than a bit surprised by this, and then kind of give the picture to Charlemagne. Because he's organising the parties.
I will work with what I can. As he looks at it, it's like, and looks back up. What do you need? As I look at the very, very obviously happy king over there.
Like he's an inch from like picking her up and taking her at this point, just like mine. She's a court princess. I don't even care if she doesn't like the term.
Especially considering her tears taste like rainbows.
Exactly. They taste like rainbows. Oh god. They taste
No?
like, oh god. Oh
Be
god.
honest, they probably taste like dye, but that's not the point.
Oh lord. But he'll look at Malik. Or not Malik. I'm sorry, wrong person. He'll look at Charlemagne and he'll say um um he'll fuck. I had it and now I forgot what it was. Well, that's what happened to him then. He looks at you like he had something to say and it's so important, but he just kind of blinks. Space out wolf. He'll kind of like sit down.
Are you okay, my lord?
I had something to tell you, and I forgot what it was. It was important. It should be entertaining when it becomes relevant. He'll turn around and he'll walk off again. For a second, he takes Iris, and then he stops and puts her down, realizing he can't take the girl.
And she's going to continue looking more than a little bit awkward about giant wolf attacks.
Claudio will actually walk over to her and kind of... The king has basically gotten her to the point where she's kind of on the floor, like sprawled out almost. And he'll kind of look down at her and offer his hand.
And she'll take his hand to help her back up again.
He'll take out a non-embroidered pocket square, and he'll clean some of the spit off of her face. Dab her tears back into artness.
It won't take them very long to get back to that anyway.
Yeah, he'll just say puppies.
Yeah. He seemed very happy.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
He'll nod. Gentlemen, I have plans with Miss Weft here. So.
Did I bid you both adieu?
No needs. Do not let me hold you.
And with that, Malik walks out.
Okay. So, I think we can end it there, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you everybody for playing. Bye bye.